Speaking of geeked up, Rolling Loud looked pretty geeked up, pretty fun, right?
You know what's crazy? Maybe I feel like I was on Instagram all weekend, but I only saw Instagram stories from Sunday. Did Friday and Saturday not happen?
I think it was only 2 days. It was Saturday, Sunday. It wasn't 3 days.
Oh.
New York, the LA one is 3 days, but I think the New York one's 2 days. That was their first time in New York too.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They had like over 60,000 people or some crazy shit like that.
So they used to do it in LA, Bay Area, obviously Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
that's it.
This was the first, and like I think a couple ones overseas, like Hong Kong. Well, that one's coming up.
Speaking of Hong Kong, let's get into after. But so what happened at Rolling Loud?
I mean, it was a lot of crazy shit, honestly, from what I saw. Well, I first of all, one of the most memorable things that I remember was that fucking Travis Scott broke his knee thought that he broke his knee mid-performance, and he just fucking taped it up and kept going on one leg, hopping around on one leg. It was actually really fucking sick. He was only like 4 songs in too, so he had a long...
What happened? Was he jumping up and down or like jumping into the crowd or what?
Nah, like he jumps up and down and like kind of causes a scene pretty much the whole time anyway. Yeah. But he was fucking going crazy, and I don't know. I think he just like jumped wrong. When he landed back down, it just... Ouch. Yeah, it just fucked up.
Just like how I jumped wrong and then I got a wheelchair at
Universal Horror Nights.
They did tape me up there too.
Cam Girl, aka Finesse Girl. Finesse Gerb.
I'm trying to think. I wish I went to the Astroworld tour, but I wasn't able to go. Did you go?
No, I never seen Travis
actually
live.
No, he performed at Day and Night in Anaheim. Facts. That was before. No, and I saw him at Hard the day after fucking Astroworld dropped. And the group that I was with wanted to leave.
Was that
early.
the year before?
Not this year, last year.
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing.
And your friends wanted to leave early?
They wanted to leave fucking early.
Oh,
so I said bye. And I got another ride home.
Who, some random fan or something?
No,
Who are you, me?
Literally. A random, I don't know, friend of a friend backstage or some shit. Honestly, they were all like going back to the same way in Hollywood.
Isn't that weird how that always works out in some way? How you like...
Yeah, it sounds dangerous, doesn't it?
No, I think you got that. Like, I feel like you and me are the type of people that could gauge if someone is that weird or if someone's like okay to be like
to drive you home and know where you live.
And you never see them again ever, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I talk to people on Twitter and they're like, "Oh, hey, I've met you before at this and this house party. Oh, and I know House Phone. I actually dropped him off after a ham party 3 years ago. He lives on this
really?
block." I'm just kidding.
I was about to say that.
Up till them talking about what block you live on, they said that they have.
That's kind of out of pocket. I'm
lots
not
of
gonna
people.
Lie. I hope nobody remembers where I live, but it was.
I mean, you only shout your block out on every single.
And I only, shot a music video in front of it and talk about the street all the time.
Yeah.
But okay.
Anyways,
look, this one time, we were all going on a trip to San Diego, I think, and I was at Adam's house. And I was trying to get back to my house so I can grab clothes. So this random fan dude who was like a Schema Posse fan. You know Schema Posse? Like Jay Green. It was Jay Green, Ghostman, Lil Peep. Like so he was a fan of them, right? So this nigga drove from Burbank to K-Town, picked me up K-Town, drove me back to Hawthorne.
This sounds like something you would do today. What has changed?
He drove me back to Hawthorne and then drove himself to San Diego like the next day.
You mean just like how Cap picked you up from LA, took you to Orange County to go to Real Street Festival, and then took you to LA to play at the TJ show, and then he went home, came back the next day, come pick you up.
I don't understand how I get myself into these predicaments, but...
Wait, let's get back on topic. So Rolling Loud, was it crazy like Miami with people?
I wasn't there. I'm just going off of what I saw on Instagram.
I just heard from, I think, you guys that Pop Smoke couldn't perform, which is crazy because he has like the biggest song in New York right now.
The biggest song.
I saw so many like stories and shit of people, DJs playing that song, and the whole fucking crowd is going insane. It
was him, I think, Casanova, 22 Jeezy. You ever heard of
the blicky?
Wow.
I don't just this. There.
I'm really impressed that you even knew who that was. That was fire. That was fire. Yeah, so them and I think a couple other artists were not allowed even on the premises. But they didn't warn them until like a day before the show.
They couldn't even come at all.
They couldn't come to the festival at all. And they didn't tell them
until... Who's they? The cops?
The cops, yeah. The cops put out a formal letter with these people's names and their real names saying that they are not allowed to perform. That's
insane. I thought they tried to go and didn't get searched. Or
they didn't even let them in. Crazy,
That's insane.
Right? But they didn't tell them until a day before.
Wait, but they were on the lineup.
They were on the lineup. They were like,
that's really fucked up.
They were on the lineup. They had allotted times. Like they were supposed to.
What if that happens to you in LA?
I hope
you
not.
You know what? I would just perform as you.
Honestly, that would be kind of fire. You could just you could DJ take over the set.
I know. I'm trying to think of how do I finesse this? I'm just gonna send.
You're gonna call the police.
I'm gonna send you a letter.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna forge a letter.
Hey, just know, your man's might be able to cook up a nice fake FBI fucking fake thing for real. So
you know what? All you need is the right piece of paper. And you just can't have like thin paper like this. You need some like fucking hard one with like some shiny shit on it.
You can fake it till you make it and make it look official, and you can convince anybody of anything. You feel me?
I feel like you're pretty non-threatening. That won't happen to you, right?
Well, see, this is the thing. This is what I didn't understand. So they let like ABG Nils still play. They let City Morgue. They let other artists from New York.
Yeah.
That are like necessarily okay. Like those artists aren't known for like.
That's what I'm gonna say. I feel like they'll be more scared that they'll bring like heroin or something.
Yeah, but like, how they just ban these niggas for just rapping about the same shit that everybody else is rapping about?
I mean, if your like biggest song is like blicky the blicky the blicky.
But
I'm not saying that that's
ABG
okay.
Neil be rapping some crazy shit.
I think that they probably think he's more non-threatening because he's wearing Gap. And
they think he's like a troll, basically.
Yeah, and
you think the cops are that tuned in though, to where they're like?
I think they are now, especially in New York after like 6ix9ine and shit.
Well, this is the thing. I think that they specifically didn't let those people in because they have proven records already, or they have a track sheet already of doing violent shit in New York.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're not bringing this onto our premises.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up, though.
That's very fucked up.
Why let them get booked and then wait till the fucking day before?
Maybe because they knew, you know what I mean?
They knew
that if they told them in advance that they would
cause a problem,
cause some sort of problem or try to like overturn it. But like giving them 1 day advance is like, what do you kind of do?
It's like
I'm surprised they gave them even 1 day. Fuck 12.
Damn, what if they would have pulled up? They would have not just. That would have been worse. I feel like at least tell me before so I don't waste my time. But shit,
the whole situation.
Is
fucked up. You can't. I mean, not saying it's Rolling Loud's fault, but like.
It's definitely not Rolling Loud's fault.
Definitely not. But I'm just saying.
Because at that point, it's like.
Yeah.
Risk your whole festival being shut down, or move a couple artists around.
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky brought out 50 Cent during his set.
Nobody, I like the notes. And nobody cared.
Well,
I didn't know nobody cared. I saw people posting about it and I thought people cared.
Okay.
I thought that was a big deal.
I watched it on the live stream by myself and I was just reacting to the crowd.
Oh, I wish you made a YouTube video. You need to be, that's your next thing. You need to be a YouTube reaction video.
Like an analyst?
Yeah, there's this guy, fuck.
I probably could do that.
Anyways, go on.
I need somebody to fucking record it and edit it for me, Yuri. Or Juice. Juice might be down. But yeah, no, I didn't see any Instagram posts about this. I'm just going off of, I was watching the live stream.
I saw Kelvin. Shout out to my boy Kelvin. Kelvin posted about it.
Kelvin, from
Rolling Loud.
Shout out to Kelvin. Yeah, actually.
You forgot his name?
No, I thought you were talking about Cold Game Kev, the nigga with the big teeth.
You think I follow him?
Probably.
Wait, is that the Nature Brother?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. You seem like you might follow him for some positive.
You look like you buy his merch.
You look like you follow him for like positive affirmations in the morning.
That's what I do my Bible scriptures for.
You have Bible scriptures in the morning that you... Do you really? Okay, anyway, so 50 Cent came out and I feel like they was lit, but I feel like the crowd is just full of such like young hipsters, like Travis Scott elevated rap music, bro. Like they were, it was those type of kids in the crowd.
Yeah, I feel like
that probably don't even know who 50 Cent is.
That sucks.
Think about that.
They're probably like, oh, the guy from Power.
He did say that. He said that before he opened one of the songs. He was like, "Y'all fuck with Power," like, ah! And he performed the theme song. He performed the Power theme song.
The new one or the old one with Trey Songz or whatever.
No, it's one with him and Joe, right? It's like
the original, because I know people were bitching because they made a new one with Trey Songz on it, and then everyone was like, "Give me the old Power theme song back."
Because Joe is the one that sings the original one, and Joe is fucking. His voice is amazing.
What was I gonna say?
Have you ever heard any of the like other G Unit Joe collabs? Like, I want to get to know you.
I wanna be a man.
Like, you know, like they have a history together already.
I feel like if A$AP Rocky brought him out to something like is it called Power Jam or Summer Jam? Like
Summer Jam.
That's the kind of place where they want to see 50 Cent. That's insane. I thought they would at least like if they played like in the club or something like that. What other songs did they play?
I think he played like I Get Money and like he played a couple songs, but like
I would have been what?
See, that's the thing though. I'm going off of
I would have thrown my vitamin water at him. Hey.
Speaking of 50 Cent.
Speaking of vitamin water.
No free
Speaking
promo.
of no jumper weed.
No free promo,
Just
baby.
kidding.
No, but okay, see, now watching something on the live stream and being there in person and seeing how people react, two totally different things. So I could just be talking shit. It might have been. Jason said it was lit as fuck when they brought him out.
Because you never know. Sometimes, especially kids nowadays, they're more.
Yeah, exactly. Then they are turning up.
Exactly.
But then I don't know. It's just crazy. With like you watch some people's sets and you watch other people's sets, and you're like, man, this is like it's weird. The different energies and the different like the way the crowd reacts to different people. You know.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that you watch these like live stream shit. I've actually never watched the live streams of festival performances. I'm
just kind of weird and kind of just like, oh, let me see what's going on. And since I'm about to perform at these type of things, I want to see, you know, what the crowd looks like at what times.
Yeah.
You know.
I was actually gonna bring up. I had friends that performed at like earlier times and stuff like that in New York, and the stages looked really lit for them.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah. So I think they just want to turn up like the kids that go. They're like, I spent fucking $300 on this. I'm gonna get 12 hours a day.
Dude, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, damn, like maybe nobody's gonna show up early. Then I'm like, shit, if I paid this much money, I would go from the door opening to the door closing. You feel me?